Hey everyone, Don and Ash here,
Hello.
back for another reaction video. This time we're going to be taking a look at one of the big songs that people have been looking forward to in our NF journey. That is How Could You Leave Us? Oh, by the way, it was NF's birthday yesterday. Somebody let us know, even though they had it mistyped and said it was the NFL's birthday. But that's okay. Yeah, it's Nate's birthday. Nathan is his name. And I don't know how old he is because I didn't look it up. But happy birthday to him.
Woo!
Yeah, if he ever sees one of our reaction videos, that'd be really cool.
Would be.
That would be really cool. Honestly, thank you to if he does see us, we'll take the time now to say thank you to
Yes.
everything you've done for you know not only inspiring us and um, helping us along in being an artist that we can
Relate to?
yeah, relate to it and venture through our own feelings cathartically, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So, and not only us, on behalf of everybody else too. There's tons of people that have so much love for NF and
Yeah.
um,
It's just truly inspirational
yeah, no,
on multiple levels.
there definitely need more energy like that in the world. So, without further ado, I'm so looking forward to getting into How Could You Leave Us.
Yes.
Um,
I'm a little like
yeah, we already know this one's going to be a little heavy, so don't know what the content matter is yet, what it's about yet.
yeah.
Other than the title, kind of makes me think a couple of different things. But I'm looking forward to this one. Hopefully, you guys are too. And without further ado, I'm ready to hop in.
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, let's go.
How could you leave so unexpected? We waited for you, but you just left us. We needed you, I needed you. Yo, I don't know what it's like to be addicted to pills, but I do know what it's like to be a witness to kills. Mama told me she loved me, I'm thinking this isn't real. I think of you when I get a whiff of that cigarette smell, yeah. Welcome to the bottom of hell. They say pain is a prison, let me out of my cell. You say you proud of me, but you don't know me that well. Sit in my room, tears running down my face, and I yell into my pillowcases. Say you coming to get us, then call a minute later just to tell us you're not. I'm humiliated. I'm in a room with the parent that I don't barely know. Some lady in the corner watching us while she's taking notes. I don't get it, mom. Don't you wanna watch your babies grow? I guess pills are more important. All you have to say is no, but you won't do it, will you? You gon' keep popping till them pills kill you. I know you're gone, but I can still feel you. Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? Oh. I got this picture in my room and it kills me, but I don't need a picture of my mom, I need the real thing. Now a relationship is something we won't ever have, but why do I feel like I lost something that I never had? You should have been there when I graduated, told me you love me and congratulations. Instead you left us at the window waiting. Where you at, mom? We're too young to understand. Where you at, huh? Yeah, I know them drugs that got you held captive. I can see it in your eyes, they got your mind captured. Some say it's fun to get the high, but I am not laughing. And what you don't realize and what you're not grasping, that I was nothing but a kid who couldn't understand it. I ain't gonna say that I forgive you cause it hasn't happened. I thought that maybe I'd feel better as time passes. If you really cared for me, then where you at then? last conversation, you and I sat in the living room talking about my music, and I brought you something to listen to. You started crying, telling me this isn't you. A couple weeks later, guess you were singing a different tune. You took them pills for the last time, didn't you? They took you from us once, I guess they came back to finish you. Crying my eyes out in the studio is difficult. Music is the only place that I can go to speak to you. It took everything inside of me not to scream at your funeral. Sitting in my chair, that person talking was pitiful. I wish you were here, mama, but every time I picture you, all I feel is pain. I hate the way I remember you. They found you on the floor. I could tell you felt hollow. Gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. You gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. Don't know if you hear me or not, but if you're still watching, why? Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? Sometimes I think about sometimes I think about things like, when I have kids and you won't be there, you won't be there for any of that. I'll never get to see you again. Sometimes I wish I would have just called you. I wish I would have just picked up the phone. I wish you were here. I mean, you should have been there for us. You should have been here. Pills got you right. And pills got you right. I wish you were here.
Okay.
What the heck, man?
Okay. Right. So, technical breakdown of that song goes. Inappropriate humor. Okay, so, yes, this is a super sad song. It's
This is so like bare bones.
yeah, it's very to the core. Um, I'm just trying to take a minute to thoughts process and make sense. Uh, you know what? I guess I'll talk about what makes me sad about this and how I relate to it. Um, obviously it's very sad. Like the music video, first of all, is very sad. I think I said in the last one that I haven't gone through loss, so I can only imagine what it's like to lose someone so important to you, um, to something like that. Uh, honestly, I guess where I related to it is just the sense of losing somebody, but not to the point of them passing away. Right? So, um, for me, it's more of a loss of relationship because, you know, me and my mother had not the best relationship through the years. So, yeah, it reminds me of the pain that I went through, and to imagine more than that, to imagine that a couple steps past that, where it's just worse, is just not a place that I want to even take myself mentally. So, uh, you know, I really feel for him. Um, yeah, I think the video did a great job at displaying those feelings, and displaying especially when you're a kid and you're fragile, which I think Nate wanted to focus on in this video. Um, you don't understand why, and I think at the same time, the person going through the thing that they're dealing with, like the pill addiction or whatever it is, um, they can't pull themselves away from the situation to see the bigger picture or see how much they're hurting you as a child. So um, there are no words for that. That's just like soul crushing. It's when you're an adult, I feel like at least you have more of the knowledge, I guess, to be able to approach things. I don't know. Maybe it's more strength. Maybe it's more knowledge. Maybe it's more life experience. Maybe it's the willingness to finally break away from something that has crushed you for so long. But when you're a kid, uh, right? And I don't know, when you just look up to that person as your bastion for everything, and they can't take care of you, let alone take care of themselves, um, you end up being a very lost person in a time of your life when guidance is so needed. And that's that's like that's what makes me sad, right? So, um, great video, great video.
Um, yes, I would agree. Great video. Um, it did tell the story very well. I honestly the a couple scenes in where you see the young boy and Nate on opposite ends of the screen, I got chills at that point because like the connection there
I,
or like the significance of that moment and it just like I'm getting chills thinking about it all over again. It's such a moment, right? And then I did get the feeling I'm like, yeah, she's there to visit. I thought maybe it was shared visits, and then you see that layer come in of like she's being watched, right? Like
you
the
thought you
ladies
thought you
there,
thought it was what visits?
like shared visits,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
shared custody blah, blah, visits. But then yeah, you see the woman there that's there to obviously like take notes and whatnot to make sure everything's fine and like progress and stuff like that, I guess. But there's like yeah, there's a few layers that like build it up to like those final moments and like the last verse when Nate starts singing about or talking about the last time seeing her about bringing her his music and man like I don't know like that kind of that really got me right cuz he would have been older at that time to have to grown up and live through all that and then still be able to mature and kind of 180 and see that picture and still try to
I think
I
what
don't
it,
know what I'm
I
trying
think
to say
I think
it
yeah,
just
no, well, I think what it is, I don't want to say that I have more experience in you than that. What I want,
yeah
what
yeah
what I want to say is like basically what I think it is because I've personally gone through some tumultuous stuff with my mother. Is there is something in your core as a child that wants your parents to be proud of you,
of course
and
yeah
even if they've wronged you or you feel they've wronged you or they've abandoned you or you feel that way, whatever is wherever the truth lies, wherever the silver lining lies or whatever, um I feel like being the child, I don't have children of my own, so I'm still the child. um you know no matter how angry you are at them, at some point you want them to be proud of you, and that can go past even like even if they deserve the chance to be a part of your happiness, you still want it, so bad. And that can really, really, really hurt yourself. You can really hurt yourself barking up that tree, especially if they're not willing. There's something I call the bridge of communication, and I think this exists between all people. And you'll be on two sides of a river, and you'll be holding your hand out. You'll be on your tippy toes with your body like floating over the river. Like you'll be doing everything you can, like defying every circumstance you can to try and make that connection. And they'll they're kind of just unwilling to reach their hand out, and start that communication process and build a bridge that's nice and strong between you two. So I think that I like to visualize things, and I think that um, you know this a situation like this is like the most broken down bridge you can imagine. But as a child, you're still standing in the middle of the bridge alone, waiting for your parent to show up there for you. And there's like
yeah
the planks below you are like falling into the river, and like it's like dangerous to be there, but you're still there. And what I mean is dangerous emotionally, right? It is a um a fragile spot to be emotionally. A very
Yeah.
yeah. So
And I think like that kind of feeling definitely gets portrayed across when you see all three kids run into the room straight to the window because they're looking for her or waiting for her, like her next visit, that sort of thing. Like that super tugged on the heartstrings too. And then like the other two kids do eventually start playing, but that one boy's still, like you said, still waiting, right? Still watching, keeping an eye out, that sort of thing, and still.
well, because it's NF, right? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm like, yeah, I love how you mentioned
I
how the other
know,
two kids are
but
playing. I think that's unimportant. It's part of the video. But yeah, I think the main focus is on NF
of
himself
course,
and
yeah,
his um going back to the scene where you mentioned the him staring at the little him across the street when he's in the street, right?
yeah,
Um, yes, it's an important moment, but why I think you didn't touch on, which is the fact that we're getting a glimpse into him thinking about his own memories,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's not just um, it's it's not just I don't think it's just to spur some emotional connection about grown up Nate, young Nate. It's like if you really think about it, it's like what he would see in his mind. It's like when he's reminiscing,
yeah,
it's almost like him in his own thoughts, like visually.
yeah. I agree. Yeah,
Um, it's very uh what's the word I want to use? Very forthcoming, very transparent, very earnest to put his essentially his memories out there. Like that's what I think I like so much about this music video, even though it's a very um heavy subject matter, is that um this is a very vivid look into somebody's core memories and and emotion. And I think you brought up, maybe you didn't, I can't remember if you brought up the part at the end when he's talking to his mom, and he's
yeah,
essentially crying. It For me, I almost like I hesitate because I just don't even, I'm like, this isn't proper subject. I want to get into my life story for a YouTube. I just don't, right? But like I could feel my
yeah, yeah, yeah.
um it just sucks, it's just a hard place to be. So for everybody out there who's been there, much love to you. It's I don't I'm not I don't want to even want to give advice because I'm just like everybody fights their own fights, and I hope everybody can be in a better place than where they are currently. That's it. We're gonna cut this video. Um, yeah, okay. Uh, please let us know your favorite moments. Favorite's not even the right word. It's like okay, chill. Please, uh, let us know your most relatable moments, the moments that were most emotionally visceral for you and most impactful for you. The things. Share your stories below, and don't be afraid to be as transparent, as forthcoming as you want to be, because it's a little embarrassing to cry in front of strangers all the time. So it is what it is. Everyone's like, no, it's okay. So, anyways, this was very enjoyable, very cathartic through and through, and you know, um, till next time.
Yeah.
uh, as always, please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. All right,
Bye.
bye.